Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with a video that I was not planning on doing today. I apologize. I was just going to do a regular old knife review, but things happened overnight. Last evening, the CDC announced that there is a travel advisory against going in and out of New York and New Jersey and Connecticut. I live in New York. I don't hide that from anybody. I love this state. I'm proud of living here. I live in Rochester, New York, and I will admit that it felt kind of weird being told by the federal government that you shouldn't go anywhere because you're a danger to the rest of the country. That was a sobering moment for sure. But then I went to bed last night after that, and I kind of worried, but not super freaked out about it. And then I woke up this morning to 32 Instagram messages and about an equal number of emails from all you guys asking if I was okay. I really, really do appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate your concern. So, with all those people asking, I just thought I'm just gonna let everybody know we're all right, and we're all right. I have my wife and my two semi-adult children, 18 and 20. We're all here. We're all good. Nobody's sick. Nobody's showing any symptoms. Nobody has any reason to think that they were exposed or anything. My son had a brief scare a couple weeks ago, but he quarantined for like 6 or 7 days, and he's fine. So, and the doctor cleared him to go back to work. He's all right. Turns out the person he was exposed to just had a cold. It wasn't the virus. So once they found that out, they let him go back to work. But yeah, it's weird here. Not gonna deny that. I don't know how it is in your neck of the woods, but first of all, I just wanted to say I don't live in New York City. The tone of a lot of the messages I got, people think that I live in New York City, because I think sometimes I say a city in New York, so people just assume it's the city. It isn't. Rochester is a much smaller city, still pretty big, 500,000 people. It's still a lot, but um, it's New York's a very wide-ranging place. I think a lot of people just think of New York as New York City, and it's not. I mean, the old joke, and does kind of ring true, is that the New York you think of is New York City, Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, and then it's Alabama in between. And that sounds derogatory, but I don't think that it is. And I grew up in rural upstate New York amongst, dairy farmers and all that kind of stuff. And I loved growing up there. It was fantastic. Idyllic childhood. I mean, I went out and played in the woods and, shot guns from the age of like 12 and just got to run around and do country boy stuff, and I loved it. It was a great way to grow up. That's not how I live now. I've gotten older, and if I can't order Thai food without speaking to a person, I don't want to live in that town. That's how I judge what is civilization to me. I don't do it often, but it's just that's kind of how I judge civilization when I'm in a city. If I can order any kind of food I want without talking to somebody, then that's civilization to me. So that's why I live in Rochester, and love the city. We have roots here, but here in Rochester, it is getting a bit weird. Nobody's giving you the side eye when you drive around yet. We're not locked down that far. The grocery stores and stuff are still open. Other essential places. Thank God the vape stores are still open, in the liquor stores. Otherwise, there'd be riots in the streets. But those are still open. They're still considered essential. And yeah, you can still drive around without getting pulled over and all that stuff. It's not Italy here yet. We're not locked down that much at all. But we have been staying inside, absolutely for sure. I don't think I have left my house in at least 4 days, and I think I've only left it like 3 times in the last 2.5 weeks probably now. So getting a bit stir crazy. Beard's getting a bit ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do something about that today, I think. Probably should have done it before I did this video, but I wanted to get it out for you guys. Everybody's getting along all right. Luckily, we all get along, and like I said, we're all relatively adults, so I'm not having to sit down and play board games that I don't want to play, or I'm not having to do much with my daughter's school. I'm just having to make sure she's doing her assignments. She has her little Chromebook. They update it all the time. So the school issued those a couple years ago. So she's got that. And, mostly kids are, when Parker's not working, he works at a grocery store, my son. So he has to leave the house. And that makes us a bit nervous. But every time he comes home, he just, he wears gloves at work. And as soon as he comes home, he takes a shower and, changes his clothes and throws his clothes in the wash, just to make sure, because my daughter does have some respiratory issues in the past. Um, but so we're a bit concerned about her, but she's not immunocompromised or anything. She's just had like she coughs a bit on a good day. It's just the way she's always been, and nothing wrong. It's just she doesn't have the greatest set of lungs in the world, so we're kind of a little bit worried about her. So we're being as paranoid as we can be, but we're all okay. We're all okay. And again, just thank you guys so much for reaching out. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I honestly do. Um, I, that was very nice of all of you. I feel like I do know a lot of you. I do know a lot of you like personally now, and I've even gotten the fortune to meet a few of you face to face. But even the ones I haven't, you guys are amazing. I put out a little call for some more review knives just to keep the content going for you guys on the last live show, and amazing response. I got some cool stuff. I'll be showing that on the live show tonight. That's still going on. Still doing brews and blades. Can still buy beer, so we're still gonna be doing that. And yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff to review. I'll be showing you guys tonight. That a lot of you guys are really cool enough to send. I'm having to relax my little um, oh OCD things about what I'll review and what I won't review, because I don't like reviewing knives with custom edges, but a lot of you guys do that to your knives. And in this time right now, I just want to get content for you guys, so I'm not as worried about that as I used to be. Um, I like to review stuff that's absolutely like brand new. I'm not going to be as restrictive about that as I used to be. So people have sent me some really cool stuff, and I do appreciate it. Financially, I think we're okay for like a month, and then we're gonna have to figure something out. But I think everybody's figuring something out, so I think that puts us in a much better situation than most people. So I'm not complaining. Definitely not. There's a lot of people way worse off than we are. So um, we'll see. We're gonna see how long this lasts. I think being overly cautious is better than not being overly cautious. I know that part of the reason why you guys reach out to me is our governor is is the face of this thing. He has made himself the face of this thing, and I'm not going to get into my political affiliations, but as far as this goes, I support what he's doing. We just need to lock this crap down, especially here in New York. You may live in a part of the country where you don't need to as much, and I'm glad you do. But here, we got to lock this down. Rochester isn't that bad yet. I don't know how many cases we have or deaths or anything. I try honestly not to watch it. I just act as if there's a lot. I just live my life as if there's a lot, and then I know there's a significant amount. But yeah, it has affected our day-to-day life. I mean, the worst part for me, honestly, is that my mother is in a nursing home, and I can't go see her. I haven't been able to see her for 3 weeks. They shut it down before the state even shut everything down. I can call and talk to her every couple of days, as much as she can even talk. She has dementia induced by some strokes, so she can't really physically manipulate a phone, so I have to call and have them give her the phone, and she's kind of at a yes-no sort of communication level. But I call her every couple of days, let her know we're all right, and that's pretty much all I can do. Gonna be filing for unemployment next week now that this bill's gone through. They are giving unemployment to us, gig economy people who work at home, and that's great. I worked at home before this started, and yeah, I can't. I like my main website, my bicycle thing, my main source of income. Yeah, no bike companies paying me for ads right now. And I don't blame them. Why the hell would you? Their stores are closed down. Their factories are closed down. They don't have any money. They're not going to pay me for ads. They don't want ads right now. They don't want to just get more phone calls saying, yeah, we're closed. So yeah, that completely dried up. Obviously, stand up. I'm not doing any stand up gigs for God knows how long. That's all shut down. So I am applying for unemployment for the first time in my entire life next week. We will see how that goes. It's supposed to be a decent amount of money. If that goes through, then we'll probably be fine. Between that and the stimulus check, we'll be fine for a while. So we will see. It's scary times. I thought about having a big knife sale. I was going to have a big knife sale before Blade Show, to raise money to go buy more knives at Blade Show. And I don't think that's going to happen. I know they've announced that they're looking for an alternative venue or something like that. I don't know where they can't have in a parking lot. I just don't think Blade Show is going to happen. So I kind of want to do a knife sale, but I don't feel right doing it right now, I guess. I wouldn't make as much money. I'd have to lower the prices a bit, which is okay. And B, it just seems weird, you know, asking people to buy knives at this time. And maybe I'm wrong about that. You guys let me know in the comments if you still want to see a knife sale, because trust me, I would really like the money right now. Even if I lose my arse on a few of these, it's okay. I would like to have the money right now, so we'll see. But I still have a good flow of stuff coming in. I still got, Southern Knife Works is still open. They're sending me another package. I'll have a Tuesday or Wednesday with some cool stuff in it to review. And you guys are sending me stuff, and I do appreciate it. I am. This is such a selfish, tiny little thing, but I'm just kind of venting to you guys right now. So I hope you guys don't mind this. You're my friends. Yeah, my birthday is the end of the month. April 28th. Same birthday as Saddam Hussein. But I'm bummed. I'm gonna be 45, and we had like plans, and that's not gonna happen. We were gonna go to one of those little retreats here in upstate New York that the like cabin in the woods where your phone doesn't work and stuff, and just go there for a couple days, just my wife and I, and just relax and just completely disconnect from the planet, because my life is really busy. Not as much the last couple weeks, but it's really busy, and I was really looking forward just to disconnecting, for a couple of days, and being out in the woods and stuff, and reconnecting with how I grew up and all that. And yeah, not gonna happen. So that really bums me out. And I know I'm not allowing my wife to spend a dime on me for my birthday in this current financial situation. She's still working from home, by the way. She's still employed. She got the word that she was getting paid fully through the end of the month, and then at a slightly reduced salary there and out, which we thought it was going to be reduced by a lot more than that, and it wasn't. So that's good. We're happy about that, because she is definitely the breadwinner right now. Absolutely, for sure. Her, and I think she makes the most money in this household. My son probably makes the second, and I make the least right now, which is that's going to take some getting used to for a little while. But I just wanted to give you guys an update because you asked me. So, and I thought this was a better way to answer than all of the Instagram messages. So if you Instagram messaged me last night and I didn't respond, I apologize. I got a lot, and I do really appreciate it. And keep doing that. I don't mind a bit. But when I have time to respond to them, I will. I'm bored as bored can be right now. So I'm completely redoing my whole office. That's why things are kind of a mess behind me. But it's going to look cool in the end, and I'll do a little video around. I'm finally going to. My office has never been camera ready, I would say, is the best way to describe it. But it will be after a couple of days. So look forward to that. And yeah, I'm still going to keep reviews flowing. Again, I told you before, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up the 2 a day all the time. I'm trying to give you guys stuff to look at, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that. But it'll be split 1 a day. I'll figure out something every day just to let you guys know what's going on. So thank you guys again so much for reaching out, and I apologize for this long rambly video, but I thought it was the best way to handle the outpouring of concern that I woke up to this morning. I literally woke up to. I just got up, but yeah, like less than an hour ago. So that's why my face looks all nice and puffy. So thank you guys again very much. And if things get worse, I'll update you again. But so far right now, we're all fine. We're all being very careful. And please wash your damn hands and stay inside so that I'm allowed to leave mine. Thank you very much. I've been Brian. Have a good one.